Good morning and thank you for your company this Tuesday. This is your news today, streaming on 9Now and on YouTube. First up, commuters in Melbourne have been left terrified after they were trapped on a train while explosions sounded outside the carriage.
Oh my God.
Let's go live now to Stephanie Wacklewick, who joins us in Melbourne. Steph, good morning to you. Scary stuff.
Sarah, it would have been terrifying for those passengers. They were trapped on that train for almost an hour. You can see some passengers diving under their seats for cover, some screaming as those blasts erupted. You can hear at least 3 in that vision. It is being blamed on an overhead power fault in the North Melbourne area. Metro has apologised for the inconvenience caused. It insists safety is always its priority, but investigations are still continuing into the exact cause of that power fault. Sarah.
Yeah, imagine not knowing what was going on for an hour, Steph. Thank you.
A Queensland teenager is this morning behind bars after police allegedly foiled plans for a deadly attack on a school. Let's go live to Andrea Crothers in Brisbane. Andrea, good morning.
Good morning, Carl. So the 13-year-old was arrested in Maryborough after allegedly threatening a service station attendant with a knife last Thursday while wearing clothing mimicking attackers from overseas and yelling that he wanted to kill people. That led counter-terrorism police to get involved. They then raided a home on Saturday in Maryborough. That is where they allegedly uncovered material on devices, plans to attack local kids. They allege this teen had been planning this for months and came so close.
This is time to reinforce that family members and peers must supervise our online environment, particularly our vulnerable youth.
The teen is due to face court again on Friday, Carl.
Yeah.
Let's go to breaking news in Sydney southwest now, where a police chase has ended with a teenage learner driver crashing into a car into a home. Live to Gabrielle Boyle.
Sarah, good morning to you. I'm going to get my camera in to zoom in on the damage that's been done to this family home on McDonald Road in Bardia. It was just after 9 p.m. that police were involved in a short pursuit with a 17-year-old L-plate driver whose licence was suspended. It came to an abrupt end when you can see he's ploughed into the front of this family home. Damage to the brick facade, that front window will need to be replaced, and damage to the garden as well. There are a number of people at home at the time.
I see a car from that side crash, and it happened all in a flash. It took me a few minutes to process what happened.
He's facing multiple charges and was refused bail. Will appear before the Children's Court later today.
All right, Gabby, thank you.
Contradicting statements from Tehran and Washington this morning with the status of peace talks up in the air. Let's go live to Lauren Tomasi in Washington, D.C. Lauren, good morning.
Carl, the Iranian regime has this morning halted peace talks with the United States, saying a precondition of these talks has been broken. That is a ceasefire between Lebanon and Israel, with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu ordering strikes in southern Beirut. Iran now refusing to come to the table, according to Iranian state TV. Doesn't seem to be a problem, though, for Donald Trump, who's taken to social media this morning saying that these negotiations are moving at a rapid pace, going on to say that he'd spoken with Benjamin Netanyahu and any troops that are in Beirut will now be leaving and there'll be no fighting between the two sides. In fact, Donald Trump has gone so far as to say he was getting bored of negotiations, once again saying he's not worried of any timeline or in any hurry to settle on a peace agreement, Carl.
Lauren, thank you. A powerful explosion at a fireworks factory in Malta has set off a number of pyrotechnics into the air, along with a massive plume of smoke. The blast occurred on the north side of the Mediterranean island, shaking buildings and shattering glass. Two men suffered minor injuries in a nearby field. No workers were at the factory at the time.
We can show you frightening CCTV this morning of the moment a man hops out of a car and fires a gun 3 times at a home in Melbourne's north. It happened in Craigieburn last October, the man appearing to raise a phone behind the weapon to capture it all on camera before fleeing the scene in a black Land Rover. No one was inside the home, but police now need help to find that man. Now to a today Alert, and parts of South Australia are bracing for another day of wild conditions. A severe weather warning is in place with destructive wind gusts of up to 100 kilometres an hour expected to sweep across the Flinders and Mount Lofty ranges today.
For some areas, it may be too late to actually prepare, particularly if your area is already being impacted by those winds.
Emergency services are also on high alert for abnormally high tides, with flood warnings in place for low-lying coastal areas. Arsenal's victory parade in North London descended into chaos with 6 stabbing incidents and 24 arrests. Hundreds of thousands of fans turned up for the 8-kilometre-long parade with more than 500 officers deployed. A man in his 20s was taken to hospital with life-threatening injuries, but he's now in a stable condition.
Well, he's used to rocking nightclubs around the world, but now Australian DJ Fisher is about to rock Toy Story 5 in a new voice acting role. Let's go live to Peter Fegan on the Gold Coast with all the details. Peter.
Sarah, is there anything DJ Fisher can't do? Just last week, rubbing shoulders with Kevin Hart. Now he'll be alongside Tim Allen, Tom Hanks and Keanu Reeves. As you mentioned, the Grammy-nominated artist will play a garden gnome. Yes, a garden gnome in Toy Story 5. The Australian and New Zealand version. The garden gnome is part of a community, Sarah, of toys that have been left behind. They're out in the shed. The garden gnome apparently is very fierce of tea time. And, well, Fisher, he loves Toy Story. He says that he and his family have been watching it for years and he can't wait to be a part of it. And anyone around the world that has ever struggled with the Australian lingo, well, Sarah, we now have Fisher to help translate.
Can't wait for that, Peter. Thank you.
The UK government could soon follow Australia and implement an under-16 social media ban. 90% of British parents support new laws to limit access for children. While the UK is yet to announce anything, its Technology Secretary has hinted at a change in the coming weeks. The UK government has released a 1,500-page document relating to the appointment of Peter Mandelson as ambassador to the United States. Among the documents, a text shows that he believed Downing Street needed a complete revamp under Keir Starmer. Mandelson was sacked by the PM 9 months ago due to alleged ties to the late Jeffrey Epstein. Well, like a scene out of Pirates of the Caribbean, archaeologists have discovered a trove of underwater treasure in a shipwreck off the coast of Norway. Among the items were bespoke Chinese plates, as well as goblets and parts of chandeliers. The unnamed ship is believed to have sunk in the mid-1700s.
Ooh, very
Still
cool.
intact.
Yeah, amazing. Well, while it's not quite an Olympic sport, a lifetime of Friday night takeaway orders has finally paid off for social media personality Big John.
Big John.
Yes.
So this is the moment. He set a new Guinness World Record, memorising 40 Chinese takeaway dishes in just 30 seconds.
Egg fried rice, chicken fried rice, pork fried rice, special fried rice, Singapore fried rice, Singapore rice noodle, plain chow mein, chicken chow mein, pork chow mein, beef chow mein, chicken balls, prawn balls, pork balls, sweet and sour chicken, sweet and sour pork Hong Kong style, sweet and sour prawn, beef in black bean, chicken in black bean, pork in black bean, roast duck Chinese style, roast pork Chinese style, chicken Chinese style, crispy aromatic duck, seaweed, sesame prawn on toast, spicy pork, mixed hors d'oeuvres, chicken and sweet corn soup, chicken noodle soup, hot and sour soup, prawn crackers, chips, salt and chilli chips, salt and chilli chicken balls, salt and chilli pork.
Wow.
Yes, Big John.
Big John. What an amazing result. He smashed the record, which was previously just 15, which he says he's extremely proud of. And why wouldn't you be?
Absolutely. He could have kept going too.
There's a whole bunch of dishes, says.
Oh, they're also delicious.
Beef and black bean, he didn't
Succulent
mention.
Chinese.
Sweet and sour pork.
I love beef and black bean.
Beef and black bean. What?
Singapore noodles is my favourite though.
Haven't tried that one. Can we see if we can get some? Beef and black bean?
Szechuan chicken? You like that, don't you?
Chicken and cashews is nice.
That's good too, isn't it?
Let's take a look at the weather across the country now. A powerful cold front continues to move east across Australia's south, bringing strong winds and heavy rain with its succulent Chinese.
Fine conditions for Brisbane and Darwin, but looking a little wet for all the other capitals. 20 will be the top for Sydney, 13 in Canberra, 17 for both Melbourne and Adelaide, and 19 in Perth.